Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Kris Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Barry. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Handoff again. Defense all over him.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Fighting off the defender. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Blasted as he lets it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
Stopped right there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
He caught it. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. More to throw for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Oregon. Fitted in the window for the score. You thought it was noisy when the duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Left side is Watkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. The give to Caden Durham. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside. But look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. See some running room. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if you start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Give to the running back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Moore from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Defense just destroyed this play. He's going to lose 10.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. On the ground, it's Mary. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Pass to 6. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Right side, it's Watkins. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. There he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Running inside, it's Davison. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Moore. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dante Moore. Right side, it's Hill. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Moore to the air. Holds on, it's Hooks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide left, it's Hooks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing Moore. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Long way to go on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Turns it upfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out wide right, it's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires downfield. Left side is Watkins. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
They give it to him again. Knocked down immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Harris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rush right in his face. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Davison. Got some room, made it to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got an alley, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
It's complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Into the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They were all over it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
3rd and long coming up. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going. Football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Just keeps slinging it. Hauls it in. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. And he's thrown another interception, taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
All over him immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Still running at the 40. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. He hurls one deep down the left side.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
After this play, the cake will be baked. Making the adjustment. Moore. Trying to burn this defensive back. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here.